I've been thinking a lot more lately about things that have become normalized, things that have become the norm, that weren't even in my lifetime, earlier in my lifetime, and I've seen the progression of it. Some of it is narcissism, some of it's not. It's just a change in view or changing something, it's changed. For example, when I was growing up, my mother, she believed in aliens and zodiac and ghosts and all this kind of thing, but that was not the norm. That was, people thought people like her were crazy, and I grew up hearing about these things, and I never believed them. I was not a believer, even though it was my own mother. And so that now has changed to where people, it's more accepted, and people believe in, the supernatural and paranormal. Now, when I say supernatural, I don't think that in terms of religion, religiosity, Christianity, whatever your religion is, I don't think of that as supernatural. So I wanted to make sure I said that. While on that, when I was growing up, I'm 54. When I was growing up, people, it was the norm for a person to be religious. Christianity, it was the one that I was around most, Christians. And nobody had a problem with if you mentioned that. But they did have a problem if somebody said that they were atheist or agnostic. That was a big issue. People shunned them, basically, lack of a better word. But nowadays, it's the opposite. It's just totally flip-flop. Now, that to me is a pendulum swinging. Okay, starting off from one, going to the extreme, the opposite. It needs to come in the middle at least and settle a little bit. Because nobody should be, if that's their belief, no matter which way. And it shouldn't be, basically shunned either way for what is their belief. That's how I see it. I've also done videos about, that this whole bit of what they pay people. And that's all the way to, people just starting out, their teens maybe, their 20s. And so they might not realize that just for the regular everyday kind of jobs, not professions, that they were earning, we were earning that back when we were their age. And okay, almost, close enough. I actually can remember in the 90s, I was doing a temporary job, and I think it was in data entry or something like that, and it was paying $15 an hour. And I get this notification from this one major corporation, at least I think it's just in this area, I'm not sure, maybe it's just Texas, but they're paying $10 an hour for that. And I'm like, wow, Now, I will say that job back in the 90s was in California, and California pays more, but I think over here they pay $12. And that was in the 90s, okay, say 20 years ago. And it has people, I know a lot of people are frustrated with this, how little people make and everything, and probably don't want to hear it again. Well, I'm going to talk about it, because that's just disgusting to me. So, I just did a video on it, a rant video, about it, how disgusting I am. It was about a program for people 55 and older that pays a minimum wage, $7.25 an hour. It's only 29 hours a week, and they're helping you. Oh, see, that kind of, to me, that's narcissism. We're helping you. No, you're hurting. You're not helping. Okay, you're just part of the problem. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm all fired up about these things. And what was funny is I woke up this morning thinking that for this coming year, I want to go back to being my usual cheerful self and do videos. I hardly ever did videos that were humorous before. I did do some. People found them really cute. I look back and I think, what was I thinking? But I was thinking that this coming year, that's what I would do, switch more to humor and use humor to say what I want to say. I've been called, rather witty with my humor. Some people say I have dry humor. But Then I got this call that I mentioned in another video that just really fired me up all over again. I'm saying, okay, that's not me. You know? Well, actually, the humor is part of me, but to use humor, the thing I worry about that is that's like a dysfunctional family role. So yeah, to me, and this is just, all of this is just my opinion, and I could be wrong, and one size doesn't fit all, but I think we're all living in a dysfunctional family. The world is a dysfunctional family. Seriously, all of us humans are living with so much dysfunction. Just turn on your news and you'll see it. Oh my goodness, that's unbelievable what people will do just because they get more money. You know, money is the root of all evil. Actually, somebody brought that up on online and asked if people think that the money is the root of all evil. Now, what I remember is that it's the love of money is the root of all evil. Okay, it's the love of it. And all that it entails, you know, is the power and all that, you know, power, control, domination, you know, that money provides often. And yeah, okay, I am definitely doing a stream of consciousness on this one. Okay, but back to this. It just, you know, when you really look, if you're around my age, if you're a baby boomer or Gen X, and you look around and you see how so much has changed. And to me, it's not just, you know, that about religion and so on. It's so many other things that have just totally flip-flopped. You know, the whole pendulum swinging thing. And it's just very, it's not going in the right direction at all. You know, any extreme is not good to me. That's my opinion. Any extreme, there's an issue going on there. Whether it's extreme good or extreme bad, you know. There's an issue. It needs to kind of go into the gray, you know, from not totally white, not totally black, in the gray. So, but anyway, what about you? Which ones have you noticed lately? Like I said, if you're around my age, maybe, you know, either one of those generations or even older, what have you seen that really bothers you, really upsets you, really worries you? That little girl running by herself really worries me. But anyway, so I'm going to wrap up this video. So if you want, leave a comment below. And if you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would. And I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.